Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Movie Review Today. I am your host for this short movie summary. My name is Elizabeth Ospina. I am a B1 English student. I'm also a teacher at the Faculty of Health at UNAD, and I belong to SEAD Jose Acevedo Y. Gomez in Bogota, Colombia. Today, I'm going to summarize the short film called Explaining the Pandemic to My Past Self. In this video, the comedian Julie Nolk imagines that her future self goes back in time to speak with her past self before the COVID 19 pandemic changed daily life. At the beginning of the video, the future Julie appeared and told her past self that she had come from the future. Her past self was surprised because for her, the biggest problem of 2020 seemed to be the Australian wildfires. However, the future Julie told her that her definition of a pretty big deal was going to change. The funny part is that the future Julie could not explain everything directly. She explained that she had to be careful because of the butterfly effect. In other words, she said that is if she gave too many details, she could change the future. For that reason, she only gave back warnings and strange advice. First, the future, Julie advised her past self to make a Costco run. Her past self did not understand why that was important, but the advice sounded funny because later people started buying many supplies. The future, Julie also taught her to invest in some. This is one of the funniest moments because in January 2020, investing in a video call platform did not sound very important. However, later Zoom became part of everyday life for work, class, meeting, and family conversation. Then the future, Jules suggests that her past self should get a hobby. She also advised her to get a dog for walks. This advice was funny because it indirectly suggests that people would spend a lot of time at home and would need a small reason to go outside. She also told her to get her lungs pumping and to take vitamins or drink joys. This sounded strange at first, but it was connected with the importance of health during that period. Her past self asked if the situation was related to climate change because she still believed that the wildfires will be the most serious topic of the year. The future, Julie did not give a complete answer, but she made it clear that many unexpected things were going to happen. She warned her that life was going to change, but she avoided explaining the pandemic in a direct way. The conversation was humorous because the past Julie could not understand the advice. She seemed confused when the future Julie talked about Costco, some hobbies, dogs, lungs, and vitamins. However, for the audience, those ideas were funny because people already knew that those details made sense after the pandemic start. In conclusion, this short film is a creative and funny summary of the beginning of the pandemic. The video does not explain the pandemic like a news report. Instead, it uses indirect clues, jokes, and strange advice to show how impossible the future sounded before it happened. In my opinion, the message of the video is that life can change very quickly. The short films also reminds us that humor can help people understand difficult moments. As a teacher from the health area, I also think the video shows the importance of prevention, self care, emotional balance, and adaptation during a public health crisis. Thank you very much for watching this movie summary. This was Elizabeth Ospina for Movie Review Today. See you next time.